12:30 a.m. and this woman appears at the front door. I don't know what this lady wants. She's walking around barefoot and has no shirt on. The shocking thing is that it's cold in Alaska at this time of year. I don't know what she's up to.
Hi. It's just me. I'm sorry, my feet are starting to hurt again. It's been a long way. I try to look different now, but I'm excited to see you.
She seems to think this is funny. The homeowner said she didn't know her and was unaware of her purpose for walking barefoot at this hour of night. Luckily, the door was locked, or she would have stepped right in. The video shows a suspect wearing a black jacket with a trouser covering his entire face, sneakingly seeing the main door, looking up here and there, and there are two suspects with almost the same kind of dress covering their face picking up the shoes, checking them and then placing them back. He told his partner, "See, there is a camera," pointing his finger towards the camera. After some minutes, he took a hammer-type thing from his pocket and tried to open something. Meanwhile, his partner is looking everywhere, so they won't get caught. He was trying to break a door lock. Be safe and keep your doors locked. The two men were suspiciously seen in the video wearing gray pants and a black jacket. Other men were also wearing the black coat and black pants. One suspect put his hands in the back pocket and took out some tools to break the window of a truck, while the other suspect was standing and looking here and there. In the meantime, the homeowner was watching them from the camera and spoke up.
Can I help you?
They both ran away. It happened in Cape Coral. The woman's home was burglarized the second time, but now this time it was robbed by the young woman. When the first robbery was attempted, she almost lost $10,000, including jewelry, bags, and clothing. But this time, the young woman caught on the camera wearing a black top rings the doorbell. Then she looked into the camera, took out her mobile from her pocket, and walked through the driveway, looking here and there suspect, and tried to break the lock from the back, but she succeeded and attempted robbery. The owner says her sunglasses, Gucci bag, black Michael Kors bag, watch, diamond rings, and many things are costly stole all of them. It was more than $2,000 worth. The neighborhood people were shocked and imagined her as the only woman who robbed the house alone. Where did she put the things? Still, she managed to escape with all the valuable stuff. The owner is waiting to hear the news that the thief got caught. A thief was wearing a black hoodie with a cap on, having a red-colored backpack and carrying a long, heavy coat in his hands. Came hurriedly bent down at the front door, picked up the parcel, and run away. In this video, a suspect caught in the camera wearing black trousers and shirtless. Firstly, threw one stone at the glass of the door and again threw the second stone. The glass was broken. He then jumped inside the house, smashed his way to reach inside the home to attempt robbery. One of the neighbors said his house was almost a target. He yelled, then the suspect jumped up from the fence, and then he started his escapades down the neighborhood and one of those houses. According to the police, the suspect went through a bedroom window and woke the homeowner. A fight ensued, and the 71-year-old homeowner pulled out a gun, shot the suspect multiple times, and then ran away. Police say the suspect wasn't hit, but he grabbed the gun away from the homeowner and hit several times. But the neighbors didn't get him too far. The whole neighborhood got involved in tracking him down, took the homeowner to the hospital, and the police arrested the 26-year-old suspect. The suspect got charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. Look at this guy. He got all types of tattoos on his face, an eyeball right in front of the camera.
I want your help.
Get out of here. I've called the cops.
This guy needs to put a shirt on. Nobody wants to see that. He thinks he looks cool with his Fudero hat or something. The homeowner called the cops and warned him about that, but he persistently knocked on the door.
No one came through the front door yet.
Cops on the way.
I'm coming through the front door.
I don't know what he wants. Then he pulled out some keys and tried to open the door. He's apparently out of his mind. This isn't his house. After several unsuccessful attempts, he gave up the idea of breaking in and left. The video shows 3 men wearing black hoodies caught in the camera and saw their faces. It happened around 7:30 p.m. on Monday. They asked her if you breed exotic dogs. She figured there were 3 men to inquire about this. It seemed fishy, so she also tried to inquire about them, but when she turned around, one man grabbed her at gunpoint. This was a struggle to fight back at the moment, but she tried to turn the weapon down. They also tried to snatch 2 exotic micro dogs because their worth was $4,000.
What the hell is going on right here? As soon as I turn around, that's when he grabbed me, and then his boys got all frantic. And as soon as I turned around, he went and the other guy that was standing here went and put his arm around me, put the gun to my head, and then I started screaming, trying to wiggle myself out.
They were trying to drag her out. I don't know for what reason. They had her by her neck, trying to drag her out with the gun to her head.
Finally, she had a gun in her hand, and all 3 of the men ran outside the house. She deliberately opened fire on them and then ran away. The woman said she would fight back in the future for the safety of her home and her exotic dogs. In them, he ran away. In this video, the neighborhood boy came angrily, hit the door with a whip, and banged the door with his hand. The homeowner said she was at home at the time. He was lashing a whip at the door. When she looked at the doorbell camera, she saw he had a whip in his hand, so she winged the door open and she asked from the camera. The homeowner said one day, they took their daughter for a walk and the neighborhood boy was also walking home. The boy was hitting the girl with the skateboard and she retaliated and hit him back, and one of the other kids pushed him from behind. He fell into the puddle of water. When he got up, the first person he saw was our daughter, and he assumed she had done it. They believed the scratches on the car from the whip. The homeowner went to the neighborhood to tell them what was happening. They told him to get away and fired on air. It could hit on his wife and daughter. The homeowner called the police. The cops arrived and the constable confirmed the neighbor was charged with deadly conduct because of his reckless discharge of a firearm. The owner explained the hopping into a stranger's driveway Sunday morning, up to his door and ringing the bell. The man inside the house didn't open the door. The stranger showed his phone to the camera and said,
Yo, what's up?
Hello, can I use the phone real quick?
My phone?
Yeah, my phone there.
According to the detective, who said he had seen the homeowner's daughter, which is 15 years old, letting the stranger in at 2 a.m., and they had sex. She said a boy named Bryant pulled a gun on her father, saying he wasn't going to jail. The homeowner yelled at his wife to call 911, and they both began fighting. Both ended up shot, and the homeowner died minutes later, and the stranger named Bryant got away. After a few days, the police tracked him down, found his gun, took him into custody, and charged him with second-degree homicide with a firearm. In this video, a thief came late at night trying to open the car door. First, he tried to open the gray car door, but it was locked. Then he went to the black car and he tried to open the door. It got opened. So he sat in the car and tried to steal the valuables of a vehicle. In the meantime, the siren turns on. He panicked and ran away. In Stockton, California, in broad daylight, the two thieves came closer to the white Honda car and tried to steal a catalytic converter. They jacked up the car. One person laid down under the vehicle to steal the converter. They succeeded by stealing the converter and running away to the other parked car waiting for them. Don't be surprised if you notice your Halloween decorations are gone. This lady was stealing a pumpkin in front of this house on Halloween. I wonder what she's going to do with that pumpkin. Make a pumpkin pie or something? Stay tuned for our #1 pick that will shock you. In this video, the homeowner says he lived in this house for the past 20 years and decided to buy a gun 8 years ago. He is taking some lessons on how to handle that firearm, and today those lessons were implemented. I had to do what I had to save my life, Jackson said. Around 4 a.m., a man pounding on his door yelled. It was captured from his CCTV camera at his home on Salem Street on Detroit's west side. The strangers were asking for money. The homeowner said, "What money are you talking about?" The stranger was still there then. The homeowner called 911 and waited for the police to come. While he was waiting, he invaded and broke the window. The homeowner armed himself and said to the stranger, "You gotta leave," but he didn't. For self-defense, the owner had to take his gun out and defend him. I had to shoot him. Shooting 4 shots, it hit his chest. I didn't want to hurt him, but for my self-defense. The police came and ordered their rules. Hence, the house owner must follow the rules and wear handcuffs for questioning and investigation. Thanks for watching. Stay vigilant, friends.